Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on the Taunville Middle School channel. So I'm going to give my thoughts on internet drama. I haven't been making that much internet drama videos lately. I apologize for that. But I've had other things going on in my life. I've been working on a construction site. I've been, working with tools, working with electrical equipment, with wires, with BX cables. I've had a lot of things going on right now. But I am aware of the Mr. Beast drama, the controversies that Mr. Beast has been involved in, the controversies, the drama, the situations that have been unfolding with Mr. Beast. I am aware of the controversies involving Mr. Beast, the drama he's been in, all the shenanigans that he's been up to, all the trouble he's been in lately because of Kris Tyson, because of Ava Kris Tyson. So yeah. So we all know that Lava GS had come out saying that on Twitter, saying that Ava Kris Tyson interacted with Lava GS, but Lava GS claims that he was not groomed by Tyson, despite the fact that Tyson was 20 and Lava was 13. So even then, even though he doesn't claim it's grooming, it's pretty obvious that it's grooming. It's not good at all, honestly. Not something that a 20-year-old should ever be doing with a 13-year-old. There is no reason for a 20-year-old to ever message or text a 13-year-old, especially not in that kind of a manner. But a second victim of Ava Kris Tyson has come out against him, Nathan Wyman, in a video on Twitter, now known as X. But anyways, let's read the article on the Rolling Stone that talks about this. On the Rolling Stone article, there's an article that's on the Rolling Stone page, the Rolling Stone website. There's an article that talks about Ava Kris Tyson. And the article is written by Stephen Asarch and was published on August 7, 2024. So Ava Kris Tyson used me. Former Mr. Beast collaborator accused of sexual misconduct. Tyson, who was under a third-party workplace investigation, is being accused of sending inappropriate messages and pressuring a former employee into sexual acts, by Stephen Asarch. On July 23rd, Ava Kris Tyson stepped down from her role working with Mr. Beast, the mega popular YouTube creator who has hundreds of millions of followers and billions of views. This came after X messages leaked showing Lava GS, a former moderator on Tyson's Discord channel, interacting with Tyson when Tyson was 20 and Lava was 13. The inappropriate nature of the conversations, though mostly juvenile, shocked the Mr. Beast community, especially in the wake of larger conversations around how creators and their young stars should interact, and many on social media claimed this is evidence of grooming. Lava quickly came out to defend Tyson, saying they were just edgy jokes, maintaining that nothing untoward ever happened between the two. However, Lava's story was just the beginning, and the day after Tyson announced she was stepping away, another former Discord moderator who worked on Tyson's server when they were a teenager came forward. In a video on X, Nathan Wyman, who started working on Tyson's Discord when he was 15, said that Tyson used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me. Wyman, with the help of former moderators, leaked over 500,000 messages from Tyson's Discord spanning 2017 to 2021. A few days after posting the messages to GitHub, they were removed, spawning conspiracy theories that someone was trying to silence them. In a statement to Rolling Stone, a GitHub spokesperson said they were removed because it violated our terms for additional products and features. According to those logs, Tyson shared links to a website with drawn pornography talking about her genitals and asked to purge controversial chats. It's been a long time coming, and I saw other people finally speaking out, Wyman tells Rolling Stone. After the new logs leaked, Lava seemed to rethink some of their interactions too. The conversations were weird, but nothing inappropriate ever happened to me, Lava said. The following day, on July 27, a woman named Jess, who was Tyson's executive assistant from 2023 to 2024, posted an over 60-part thread on X, which is now Twitter, sharing her detailed experience with Tyson, whom she claims used the position within Mr. Beast to entice her with employment, leading to her being sexually assaulted while working. With over 55 billion views on the Mr. Beast channel, the brand has become a global empire with its line of chocolate, fast food, and action figures. In most of his videos, he has a recurring cast of friends, including Tyson. Tyson is a trans woman who announced their transition in July 2023, years after she started appearing in Mr. Beast videos, making her one of the most visible trans people online. This made her a target for anti-trans rhetoric, and initially, Donaldson defended her, writing on X/Twitter in April 2023 that Ava isn't my nightmare, he's my effing friend. But after the conversations with the first teenage Discord moderator came to light last month, Donaldson tweeted that he took immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. And any association with Mr. Beast. And any association with Mr. Beast. The conversations were weird, but nothing inappropriate ever happened to me, one former moderator says. Rolling Stone spoke with Wyman and Jess, as well as half a dozen individuals to corroborate their stories, which seemed to show Tyson using her position of power at Mr. Beast for free labor, friendship, and sexual encounters. I do believe part of the reason Ava was so able to easily manipulate me was due to the overall. I do believe part of the reason Ava was so able to easily manipulate me was due to the overall branding of the Beast channel appearing extremely charitable, Jess says. I thought if I was loyal to Ava and Mr. Beast, then I would be greatly rewarded. Rolling Stone contacted Tyson over Instagram, Twitter, X/X, email, and phone. Tyson and the reporter spoke for about 2 minutes over the phone before she said she would call him back later. The reporter's number was blocked, and she did not reply to an email with a detailed list of questions and allegations. In 2015, when Wyman was 13, he first started watching the Mr. Beast channel. 2 years later, when Tyson put out a call on X, then Twitter, asking for help setting up a server for the video game Gary's Mod to celebrate Mr. Beast hitting 10 million subscribers, Wyman enthusiastically reached out to Tyson, then 21, who moved their conversation over to our private Discord server. Wyman said he was paid $100 to build the game's server. Called Dank Memes, the private Discord server at that point only had about 20 people, Wyman recalled, including Donaldson. I'm not sure why Tyson decided to invite me, but part of me feels like she was trying to shock me with all the Mr. Beast members that here no one else is, Wyman says. Looking back, she was kind of trying to woo me with like, look, this is everyone you look up to. In the leaked Discord messages from when the server was still private in 2017, Tyson wrote that she was the dictator of the server and I can do what I want. She was the dictator of the server and I can do what I want. At that point, the server was full of those who knew the Beast crew in the real world, as well as fans surprised at the intimacy of the space offered them. At one point, Donaldson comes into chat to post I know his penis size / and it's huge, referring to Tyson. A spokeswoman for Donaldson confirmed the legitimacy of Donaldson's message. When Jim was a teenager, he acted like many kids and used inappropriate language while trying to be funny, they wrote in a statement. Over the years, he has repeatedly apologized and has learned that increasing influence comes with increased responsibility to be more aware and more sensitive to the power of language. After making some bad jokes and other mistakes when he was younger, as an adult, he has focused on engaging with the Mr. Beast community to work together on making a positive impact around the world. Nathan, Lava, and other members of Discord would also sometimes refer to Tyson as dad or daddy in the chat logs. Tyson would also compare her wife to Bella Delphine, who at the time was posting softcore pornography online, asking for members of the Discord if they had managed to get her bath water since she had missed out. You'd see edgy jokes and porn jokes all the time. Atlas, another former teenage moderator, tells Rolling Stone, At the time, it didn't bother me. Of course I thought it was funny. When you're 16 and 17, everybody thinks porn jokes are funny. Wyman and Lava claimed that things didn't seem too unusual for online spaces they hung out in, but some interactions pushed that boundary over the line. They would often have hours-long Discord calls with Tyson playing video games together, or just chatting with their cameras on. Both tell Rolling Stone that Tyson would often smoke weed on camera, talk about her marital issues, or complain about working on Mr. Beast videos. Wyman recalls conversations about hentai or drawn pornography, don't want to say the word, of course. While Lava thinks it is possible, but doesn't remember any specifics, though the conversations were over voice chat, so the messages can't be seen in the logs. At the time, I was so starstruck, Wyman says. It felt so unreal to me that I was even in that Discord, let alone having these conversations. I would brag to all my friends about it. Looking back right now, I'm about the age she was then, and I can't imagine myself spending hours on Discord talking to a 15-year-old, let alone multiple, about my problems, Wyman says. The server would go public in 2018, turning into Tyson's main Discord for her to interact with fans. In the leaked logs, moderators, including Lava and Wyman, discussed why it would be best to leave an already existing NSFW section age-gated since the server's an already existing NSFW section age-gated since the server's lowest age was 13. Tyson shrugged off their concerns with, "To be fair, the internet is full of corn, and what I am a parent. What am I, a parent?" Tyson did become a parent in 2020. There did end up being an NSFW channel in Discord that Wayman says went back and forth between being locked to specific roles like moderators and then being open. Anytime it was open to moderators, there were minors who had those roles. "You'd see corn jokes all the time," says another former teenage moderator. "Of course, I thought it was funny. When you're 16, 17, everybody thinks porn jokes are funny." From 2018 to 2020, Wyman says he was working on the server as a full-time job where he spent on an average 8 hours a day, and that he was never paid for it. He couldn't sleep, waking up at 2 in the morning to 100 messages from 10 different people telling me that someone needs to be banned, demoted, or needs to call Tyson. The schedule and the stress are impacting Wayman's school and personal life, making him miserable, he says. So apparently, he was working full-time on the server. He spent 8 hours a day on the server. He was never paid for it, and he had trouble sleeping. He had to wake up at 2 in the morning just to read all the messages from all those people, from 10 people, 100 messages, that some people need to be banned, people in the chat need to be demoted, or that need to call Kris Tyson. So obviously he was hating it. He didn't like it. He was not enjoying it. So that's what he said. It was making him miserable, making his personal life miserable. It was impacting his school and personal life and was making him miserable, from what Wyman said. But Wyman kept working on the server. Because his dream for the longest time was to be a content creator, and he believed Tyson was the only person who could make that dream come true. "I thought I was just going to be working for Tyson," Wyman says. "I thought that I had done so much for her that I would wind up being employed by her in some regard or get a job with Mr. Beast. A job never materialized, so one day in 2020, Wyman just left the server. Tyson sent him an invite back, thinking it was an accident, but by that point, the stars in his eyes had waned. The whole situation had made me incredibly delusional," Wyman says. "I'd gone all in, and that wasn't too smart of me. In April 2021, the whole server was deleted. Jess knew very little about Mr. Beast, except that he was massively popular before Tyson messaged. Jess knew very little about Mr. Beast, except that he was massively popular before Tyson messaged her in November 2022 on X to ask about her transition. Jess had been posting transition timelines, photos of herself pre and post transition," Jess says. Though most of Tyson's side of the conversation was lost after she deleted her first X account, in messages seen by Rolling Stone, the pair discussed Jess's transition and how Tyson wanted her advice. Jess tells Rolling Stone that the conversations felt like a rush because she was talking to someone so influential and so famous. Mr. Beast declined to comment on Jess's claims. "I was a trans girl who had just come out of the closet publicly," Jess says. "I was a trans girl who had just come out of the closet publicly. Jess says. To be reached out to by a celebrity that was in the closet, and for them to also tell me that they were transitioning, that created an emotional connection between us, which made it hard to focus on the power dynamic. How famous she was directly influenced how much I liked her. As the chats progressed, Jess saw this could be an opportunity to join the Mr. Beast team or just appear alongside one of the channel's subscribers in a video. On November 19, 2022, Jess asked Mr. Beast if Mr. Beast was hiring for any type of work, and Tyson said, I will definitely keep you in mind. How famous she was directly influenced how much I liked her, said Jess, who worked for Tyson from 2023 to 2024. By February 2023, according to Jess, the pair would chat privately on Discord, where Tyson would ask her to masturbate on video calls. I always felt like I had to say yes if I wanted to be in a video or get a job, Jess says. She recalls that on video calls, the pair would also flirt, play video games, mutually, send memes, and talk about their experiences transitioning. In April 2023, Jess says Tyson flew her first class to Tyson's home in North Carolina to stay at her place. At one point while she was there, she claims Tyson started taking her clothes off and asking for oral S. When two people get together in a room and their clothes are off, and they get on the bed, just saying that, that's what happened. Over the next week, Ava engaged me sexually and ended up receiving oral pleasure several times, she wrote in her thread on X, /Twitter. I was too scared to directly ask for anything in return, and she took advantage of that. After leaving Tyson's home, the pair remained in contact. That June, Tyson, who had been separated from her wife for almost a year, offered her a position as an executive assistant for Tyson at Mr. Beast and said she could live with her. On July 15, 2023, Jess officially got the title of executive assistant, according to an employment contract reviewed by Rolling Stone. During her employment, Ava continued to receive oral S from me multiple times. I started to feel like I was being coerced, Jess wrote in the thread. Upon starting a working relationship, Jess says that she was really trying to avoid any physical engagement because of how one-sided everything was feeling. Okay, this is part one of Kris Tyson. A second, witness against Kris Tyson has come out. Take care, everybody. Now the video from the channel.